My name's Sarah Campbell. I'm a researcher at the University of Manchester in the UK, and I work within the Dementia and Ageing research team there. And I've been working on a project called Multisensory Appearance Biographies, which has been a project that has tried to bring a more full-bodied approach to thinking about life story work, so that we can try to create a life history or a life story that can contribute to person-centred care in a very active way by understanding the role of appearance in the lives of people living with dementia. And this project has evolved out of two research studies, one which I worked on as the researcher called the Hair and Care Project, which looked at the role of appearance very much through the lens of hairdressing services in care settings. And also we collaborated with colleagues at the University of Kent who worked on a project called the Dress and Dementia Study, which was interested in the role that clothing played in the lives of people living with dementia. And so together we've been able to really find some important insights into how appearance remains an important aspect of people's lives, even when they have more advanced dementia, but it's not so much just about what appearance, how somebody looks, but it's about how appearance feels for people. And that's the kind of work that the Multisensory Appearance Biography project has been interested in. One of the things that we found out is that people had appearance signatures. There were particular things about how people felt about their appearance, and that there was something about their appearance that made them the person that they were. And so an appearance signature might be something incredibly private or personal and not very obvious to somebody else. By gathering information around appearance biographies, it can give us access to that kind of information that can help somebody in their day-to-day lives. So for example, Lily, a participant in our study, had thyroid problems, and that had caused her to lose her eyebrows, and she never wanted to be seen in public without having drawn on her eyebrows first. And so if Lily was in her bedroom in a care home and we hadn't helped her to apply her face and her public face by drawing on her eyebrows, when she went out to breakfast or to join in activities, she would feel very uncomfortable and not like the person that she wants to be in public. And so appearance biographies can really give us that kind of insight and help make sure that somebody in their day-to-day is actually feeling comfortable about who they are. I think appearance biographies make a big difference in people's lives because it allows us to, in the care setting, it allows us to have information about people that can help us with our everyday care tasks. We can understand how somebody might feel better about themselves by wearing clothes that make them feel comfortable, materials and fabrics that make them feel comfortable. It will help us carry out morning routines like a morning shave or a bath, knowing that we're using products that help somebody to feel better about themselves. Appearance biographies also give us an opportunity to think about diversity in care settings and to think about the ways in which we may know that it's really important to attend to people's individual needs and to think about that person in a person-centred way. But actually, do we have somebody, for example, who can work with Afro-textured hair, who can work with a black resident living in this setting? Do we have a hairdresser who has the skills to do that? So collecting appearance biographies lets us know how important somebody's hair is to them and the ways in which it needs to be cared for. It lets us know what it feels like to be clean shaven. We can really reach into aspects of people's life that tell us about the things that we're doing on a daily basis, because people living in care settings with dementia, particularly as it advances and they're not able to talk about these things themselves as easily, and yet they're being supported on a really regular basis, having their bodies groomed and cared for and looked after, and it helps us do those activities and maintain that kind of person-centred approach to caring for somebody. And it gives opportunities for care staff to have positive interactions and to really enjoy the tasks that they're doing, because they can have these kinds of conversations while they're carrying out getting dressed in a morning or helping somebody put the jewellery on that they like to wear. Appearance biographies can be really helped by asking family carers to get involved in creating them. Just like with other life story work, we found that carrying out our own appearance biographies as part of our research project, that we found having family carers involved, bringing family albums and talking to us as well about the photographs, and supporting the person living with dementia to remember a particular photograph and why they were wearing that outfit, and to help us put some of the meanings behind the appearance preferences that people had. So actually with Charlie and his white cap, that we found was an appearance signature for one of our participants. Although we knew that Charlie liked to wear a cap every day because it kept his head warm, what we were able to find out by talking to his daughter was the real importance of how that connected him to his family history, how he would come home from work and change out of his workday cap into his leisure time cap, the white cap, and how every holiday that they went on, his wife would buy him a new cap. And so asking families to get involved with creating appearance biographies gives us even more insight into the meanings behind people's preferences. Appearance biographies are something that we can begin before somebody even moves into living in a care setting or residential care. That it's the kind of information that we can, as family carers, or start to make sure that we know are important preferences that will really make a difference if your relative has to go and live in a residential care setting or a nursing home. So on entry to that care setting, it would be really important to be able to say, you know, these are the kinds of things that they like. He really, my dad really likes to have a shave every day. You know, he also has a wet shave every day. He doesn't like electric razors because they don't give him a close enough shave. So if we know that this kind of information is really important to care staff carrying out their work, and that can actually have a really important impact on the person that we're caring for and how they feel in their everyday lives, then if we're doing that before somebody enters a care setting, that's really helpful. But they can also be done at any time. It's never too late to start collecting this kind of information about someone that can improve their experience of living where they are now. So we can always start doing this straight away when we're carrying out a hair wash or a bath. We can start to find out what's preferable to that person and what makes a difference in their lives. Something that we found out in the Hair and Care study project was that hairdressing salons, care-based hairdressing salons, were a wonderful opportunity for reminiscence work, because often in residential care homes and nursing homes, there might not be that many mirrors around. Somebody might have a mirror in their bedroom, but people don't really get an opportunity to sit and look at themselves in a mirror. And in the hair salon, people were looking at themselves for long lengths of time, and they started talking about how their hair used to be a different colour, or what it had been like when they were younger, and it was a chance to have these stories, these reminiscence sessions as well. So there are all kinds of opportunities in care spaces to do appearance biography work. Appearance biographies need to be documented in quite creative ways. We can collect information and have that in somebody's care file, and that's useful to know, but how often would a care worker have the time in their morning routines to go and look at somebody's care file to think, Sam really likes to use this particular product, so I must make sure that just doesn't happen. So what we need to do is think about how appearance biographies can be held in the contexts in which they're being used. So in wardrobes, do we have information in wardrobes that tells what somebody's preference is? So that says Mo likes to wear purple, or that Barbara likes to wear polo jumpers under her blouses. Is that where we keep this kind of information? It's really important with appearance biography work to know that appearance doesn't stay the same for somebody. It's been changing throughout their lifetime. One of our participants, Mo, had always had long hair, and when she got a diagnosis of dementia, she had her hair cut off, to be sure, because she knew that she wouldn't be able to cope with managing her hair. And we've got to realise that people will change and that their tastes and preferences won't stay the same. Actually, their sensory awarenesses might change, and the importance of the sensory may become even more important. So we do need to make sure that we don't create an appearance biography and think that we've done that's that for that person, that we keep on asking people how they feel about the products that we're using with them, how they feel about particular items of clothing. Other ways in which we can keep information in rooms is to make sure that products are on display. If we can't have them on cabinets because of people using them, then do we have like from the label from products in a frame that we might have, like a kind of memory box, but specifically around appearance. So we keep an appearance memory box in somebody's bedroom or in bathrooms for people. So we need to start to be quite creative about how we document this information and make it something that's live, that can be added to and is in the context of where that person lives and where these routines are carried out.